Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing one of my favorite Rolex Datejust variants. This is the Oyster Perpetual Datejust reference 116200, stainless steel 36mm with a wonderful concentric style metallic blue dial, radially arrayed Arabic numerals, roulette date, domed bezel, and a Super Jubilee bracelet. It's the full package. And once again, my wrist 16 centimeters in circumference wears the watch well. The Oyster case has always been more of a cushion profile than a true round case, so a 36 looks and feels more like a 38 in a conventional round case. The timepiece is not thick at 11.6 millimeters thick. You can see getting real close. It doesn't sit that far above the wrist, and the domed profile of the bezel means it will easily slide underneath the dress cuff. Zooming out a little bit, you can see that the timepiece can be measured two ways across the wrist. 44.2 millimeters, just the case, lug-to-lug, or 45.4 if you include the slight protrusion of the end links past the end of the lugs. The space between the lugs is 20 millimeters if you want to accessorize with a strap, and I think that if you want to be bold and wear a Rolex this different, it might be worthwhile to explore strap options as well. That said, the so-called Super Jubilee bracelet was introduced with this generation of Datejust, this being a D-series watch. You can see that the Super Jubilee features the solid end links, it features solid center links, and it features a clasp that is substantial, no longer a stamped piece. There's actually a lift lock system with a beacon hook internally, so it snaps shut and it closes securely. You'll note that removable links, as ever, are fixed by screws, not pin sleeves, and the Jubilee is a handsome looking bracelet with staggered link alignment, staggered size, differential finish, polish on the center, satin finish on the outers, with the outer faces being polished. You'll also note that from the underside there are plenty of gaps to vent the wrist, and the Super Jubilee is substantial enough that you can wear it like a sports bracelet. You no longer need to resort to the Oyster bracelet to have the structural integrity for rough play. The watch features the classical Datejust case, which is much like that of the Day-Date and even the Daytona. It's fluid, it has compound curves. It's not squared off or sheer like the so-called Super case on the GMT, Submariner, Sea Dweller, and Explorer 2. It also works well in conjunction with the domed bezel profile to give the watch a lovely and sensuous appearance. You'll also appreciate the fact that the bezel is bold. This is anything but a standard Rolex conical steel bezel, and it helps to give the watch a visual punch that you wouldn't normally see on a 36. The dial compounds that impression. As you can see, this is the Rolex Concentric dial, where these guidrons just wrap around concentrically, radiating out from the center. It is a bright metallic that reacts dramatically in the light, and you can see white gold Arabic numerals arrayed radially around the dial with a roulette style date, which is to say this is a traditional roulette date from Rolex with evens in black and odds in red. It's like a roulette wheel. You'll also appreciate the fact that the combination of dial, numerals, roulette, bezel, and bracelet makes this a very unusual combo for Rolex, and thus a model you will almost never see, even with an internet search. If you want a Rolex with all the quality and heritage that entails, but you don't want the one everyone else has, this is a great way to get in. Twin lock crown, 100 meters water resistant. Inside the case, Rolex manufacturer caliber 3135, 31 joules, automatic winding, 48-hour power reserve, 28,800 vibrations per hour. You have that quick set function that I just demonstrated, and then you also have a stop seconds function so you can set the watch precisely against a reference time. Same movement in a Submariner. You have a full balance bridge and a free sprung index for shock resistance, and an overcoil hairspring, a Breguet overcoil made by hand that you can rely upon to keep the watch tracking time superbly in any orientation with respect to gravity. A Breguet overcoil beats concentrically. It has centered mass. That's its advantage. Adjusted in 5 positions, the watch is also a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust 116200 Concentric dial. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox. Rolex Datejust Concentric dial. It's even distinctive by night.